Hello everybody. This is going to be a very quick video. I want to just share the possible dates of bigger wars in 2025. So it's based on the astrological positions of the planets, right? So first one I considered is Rahu and Saturn. Rahu and Saturn, very close conjunction in Purva Bhadrapada, fourth pada, right? That is in the sign of Pisces. Purva Bhadrapada, first three padas are in Aquarius only, but the last pada, fourth pada, is in uh, the last pada, that is the fourth pada, is in Pisces. So Rahu and Saturn coming very close conjunction in this particular pada, Purva Bhadrapada, fourth pada, is from 9th April to 17th April. So this 9th April to 17th April is a very big conflicting period, you can say. Why? Because Rahu and Saturn are taken as malefic planets, natural malefics. And of course they meet in different signs. It happens. But meeting them in Purva Bhadrapada, fourth pada, it's a very rare event, and that too the sign Pisces is the final sign. We actually talked about the significance of Purva Bhadrapada, significance of Pisces in most of our videos, in our previous videos, if you observe. So 9th April to 17th April, this is the period of biggest conflicts, because Purva Bhadrapada, the deity of Purva Bhadrapada is Ajaikapada. It's a single-headed, mysterious goat kind of god. He is in one of the persons in the gang of Shiva. Instead of Shiva, I can say Rudra, gang of Rudra. So he is a very fearful form. Even Arudra's destruction has some continuation after. See, Arudra is the nakshatra where the intellect is born, and where it's something like Arudra is a storm. We say in astrology, Arudra is a storm. After storm, what happens? You would see some greenery and everything, and that's where the Punarvasu means again you get the prosperity again, kind of. So after Ardra, that is after a big storm, you have this Punarvasu. That is fine. That is Ardra. Ardra is a kind of the kind of ferocious energy, the kind of war energy is there, and even during the First World War or the Second World War, you could clearly see Saturn transiting Ardra nakshatra. That is fine. But after First World War, yes, there's a lot of existence, and things were a bit more or less similar. Even Industrial Revolution, things were changed, of course, to some extent, but it's not very drastic, and something like a new world appeared. It did not. It was not like that, right? Even after Second World War, also, right? But this time, the Saturn and Rahu together coming very close, right? Especially in these dates, 9th April to 17th April. These days, these two are coming very closer in Purva Bhadrapada, which is ruled by Ajaikapada, a very fearful god, right? So it's something like it's more like the god is more related to destruction, and the destruction of course has a divine plan, that is for sure. So that is one set of possible dates, and another set I have, it's also based on the planetary positions only. That is from 30th May 2025 to 6th June, this particular period also, 2025, 30th May 2025 to 6th June, right? So what is happening during this period, you may ask? During this period, Rahu and Mars, these two are coming in 6-8 position. You may say Rahu and Mars come to 6-8 position every year, almost happens. But the problem is here Rahu and Mars are coming in 6-8 position and that during this time Mars is going to be debilitated, right? During this period Mars is going to be debilitated. At that time, this Rahu and Mars coming into 6-8 position is a kind of conflicting energy, right? Because Mars is a war planet, right? That is one important thing. So I would say, of course, this 30th May to 6th June, of course, it's a conflicting period, but compared to that, this 9th April to 17th April, right, it is the most conflicting period, because this Rahu and Saturn coming this much closer in Purva Bhadrapada, 4th Pada, when it occurred, even if you calculate, you would stop at coming to a conclusion that it's something like some thousands of years back only it happened, right? So some people are saying Rahu and Saturn met in Pisces in 1962 or some Indo-China war, that time they met. And some people are telling that, of course, Rahu and Saturn met in Pisces during 1960, some 1960s, that is fine. But they did not meet in Purva Bhadrapada 4th Pada. They did not meet in Purva Bhadrapada. They met in Revati, or I think, not sure about that, but not in Purva Bhadrapada, I am sure on that. So I am mainly focusing on Purva Bhadrapada. This particular energy is very peculiar, and also it's in the final sign Pisces. So if you try to understand the energy of Purva Bhadrapada and try to decode the energy of Purva Bhadrapada, you would definitely tell the Purva Bhadrapada has a lot of destructive energy compared to any other nakshatra in the whole zodiac, but that destruction has some divine plan associated with it. So what can be the divine plan? The divine plan is something like the shifting of the energies, for sure, right? So destruction, why somebody would destruct? After destruction, what happens? After destruction, something new you would see, not the previous one, right? So that's what I pointed out in my previous videos also. So these are the dates of severe conflicting energy. So this month, especially April, is the conflicting month. So what we should do in this particular period, we should be very spiritual, right? Every day in the morning, better we chant, take some good mantra and chant for 108 times. We can do the same in the evening or at night also, right? We can do that throughout this April month, because it's not only global level. This conflicting energy would disturb one of your houses in the horoscope, right? So you have to be patient enough. You have to accept the conditions. You have to understand your situations and your people surrounding you. You should care for them, right? And you should understand the emotions of others also, and you should control and order your emotions as well. You cannot control others' emotions, but you can say some good words. You can be very positive with them, so that their emotions would also come down. They would also feel better, right? So this is my these are my predictions for the month of April. So be spiritual, take a mantra, chant it, be happy, right? So thanks for watching this video.